All right, we'll kick off the meeting at 3 o'clock sharp. Finance Committee, regular meeting. This is Tuesday, March 9th. One more time. This is Tuesday, March 8th. 5:20. We'll call to order. Do we have any committee or public questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll go to number 3, fraud risk discussion.
We have nothing to report.
No frauds. Cool. Number 4, financial statements.
All right, so you have a chart in front of you for our actuals to budget through February 2022. We have actual revenues of $10,696,000, which is $343,300.
Sorry, I've rubbed off on you.
343. Oh man, this is
I
terrible.
rubbed off on you. I apologize.
That's 502 now.
343,000 better than budget. Our expenditures are at 11.3 million, which is 464,000 below budget. So even though our net is a negative 617,000 to date, it is actually 800,000 better than budget we anticipated at this time.
Awesome.
We have capital expenditures of 840,000, 177,000 of that is COP funded, and then we have debt service principal of 741,000.
Okay.
Following that's just graphical representations.
Was that last report we got from what, CDAC and Brown or whatever it is?
BDAC and Brown?
Yeah, that seemed like a very short presentation. Did they say everything they should have said?
Yeah, they do a high level, and then if there's questions, of course, they can delve in a little more. Talking to the senior who actually comes out here and he hasn't come out here and done the audit, he said Andy, who did the presentation, it's typically a shorter presentation than the other partners.
Yeah.
But they pretty much went through, gave you what their opinion is, which is it was an
That's the main
unmodified.
thing.
Right.
Opinion, so.
Exactly. And then just kind of a high overview of where the finances stand at the end of last fiscal year.
Is there a document that they provide or?
Yeah, we do have the financial statements. It's posted online. It's on the webpage.
Okay.
That delves in deeper into it.
Good, good. Okay.
And I guess to go along with this finances, I do have some numbers from, because the governor's order or moratorium on lockoffs did end. Last month in February, we did process 399. Just give us a second. We did process 399 48-hour notices and locked off 209 accounts. Many of those, there's a mixture. Some people have come in afterwards to pay. There's been some where it's accounts that the previous account holder moved and never turned off their water, and the people that did move in never put the water in their name. So we've come across some of those. But this month, starting off, is looking better. For example, billing cycle 2, which last month we had 103 48s and 56 lockoffs. For March, we had 46 48s and only locked off 9 people. So it's getting back down to where it was pre-pandemic level.
Good, good. Accounts payable disbursements.
So we do have the 2 sets of accounts payable runs. The first one here is the one that's a total of 515,000 that you see at the bottom. The big ticket items, of course, on the first page is the payment to the Groundwater Authority for 106,000. And remember, this is taken into account that we did have a credit from the previous year. Yeah, that is gone as of this month and last month. Some of the big ticket items, we have Aqua JPIA, which is our insurance for 68,000. Aqua Logic for 71,000, which was a brackish water study. Ferguson for 14,000, that's for some 3/4 inch meters for the replacement program.
Just real quick, that Aqualogic, that comes out of the contributions from the original contributions from the funding partners, just for clarification.
That comes out, and then do we also get some money back through the grant for that?
The
or-
grant, yeah.
Yeah. Krieger and Stewart for 20,000, just for their helping our capital projects, probably general plans in there as well. CLC Construction, 25,000, that's for street repairs and gutters and, yeah. And then, Mercury, Hartsockworth, and St. Lawrence for just under 50,000. And the following page, 35,000 to Santa Fe Windwater Works for supplies, piping. Things we're trying to get.
Okay.
The next set, starts with the seismic exchange for 100,000. That's getting that information to put into, the seismic model or what.
Yeah, that's the seismic data from 1982 that's being reprocessed, the acquisition of that data.
There's a labor charge as well.
With that,
There's a labor charge that goes along with that as well, or is that included in the 100K?
no, Collier to reprocess it, the work order, I believe, was for around $38,000.
Okay,
We haven't been billed for that yet.
okay.
Let's see, following page, we have 14,700 to Best Drilling and Pump, that's well 33 work. Murphy and Everett's for 58,000. Parker Grand Water, 12.5. Is that Roan Products?
Tower.
That's the towers?
Yeah, for a gateway booster.
Gateway Booster, okay. That's 25,000. Then WQI, 12,000, that's for the operator certification trainings. We did a week. That got a bunch of the staff.
Basically everybody.
Trained their hours,
Everybody who's not new.
yeah.
Just to comment on the Murphy and Everett's invoice, that was a 33-page invoice. About probably 95% of it consisted of billings of a tenth of an hour for $37. I think it was $39.50 for calls that they were taking from residents of the valley with questions on the adjudication. We did receive another invoice this week for another $40,000, almost the same story. A lot of this 1/10 and 2/10 of an hour charges. We've talked about it on a staff call with Providence Strategic Consulting, and maybe it's too late, but we're trying to cut down those types of calls by having a recorded message. Many of the inquiries can be answered by information that's available on our website, on that adjudication page. So we're trying to set up some sort of system as a recording or something where people are told to, go to the provides the resources available where they might get answers. So hopefully cut down on those kinds of calls, because it is taking a lot of the staff time from Murphy and Everett's to take those calls in 10 or 15 minutes, talking to people or telling them where they can find the information.
And just building a spreadsheet with 10th-hour charges is.
Oh, yeah. As I said, I think the first invoice, as I said, was like 33 pages. This last one, I think, was over 20 pages.
Was most of it answering questions, or?
Yeah, it's billed at $39.50. You see $39.50, $39.50, $39.50. Once in a while, you'll see a 2/10 of an hour for $79, something like that.
Maybe we shouldn't invite these guys to our meetings on Mondays. Yeah, because you're looking at $100,000 between Everett's and Jim and Parker.
I'm aware of a couple of people who've had their letters that they filed returned because they didn't have the fee.
Oh, really?
Contacted Doug and said, you know, what up? And apparently the clerks, not all the clerks are receiving these.
No, not to charge it.
Know that there's a relief until April.
Please make sure your microphones are picking up
Oh,
your
sorry.
comments.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's not, so there's probably a lot of other adjudication-related things like that popping up. I'm only aware of two, but I am aware of two, so it's.
So need a recommendation on the accounts payable?
Move to, how do we do this?
Recommend approval
Recommendation that we bring it to the board
for approval. For approval.
for board approval.
recommend for board approval.
Thank you. I'm trying to figure out what time it's gonna be consistent with, will this be 11 minutes after 6?
I don't know. 12:03, okay.
Hopefully the next time we get together it'll be a little smoother. Any future agenda items?
No, but Don just brought up a good one with that answering thing on our website or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, rather than the tenth of a minute or whatever it is.
Okay, we'll move for adjournment. It looks like it's about 12 minutes after 3. Got that one right.
I was looking.
Thanks for your help.